Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Lions. All that and more coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Well, excited the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
This return makes it up to the 25. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Completes this one to Kraft. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Love. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions take over as he records his 10th career INT. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down. They're the top dog for the upcoming postseason, and we all know that is so important, Brock, because it's going to give their injured guys that extra week of recovery as they try to get back out there for a postseason run.
Yeah, Kate, and here's now the key. With that #1 seed and that bye week secured in your pocket, you just do not want to add anybody to that injured list. And if that extra week of rest can help somebody, anybody, get back out there, what a lift for the postseason.
And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Throwing again, it's Goff. Caught, nice game left side. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Unconventional strategy here, to say the least. They'll try for a field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that will get them on the board.
Getting that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That'll do it for 1/4 of this NFC divisional round matchup. Just a field goal separates these two. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have 2nd and pretty long here. They go counter. It's Jacobs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Love out of the shotgun. Escapes his grasp. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Buys time, rolling right. He's got it near the 8. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. From the red zone now. And they take this in for the score. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jared Goff touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Packers all set to get back out there. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Love from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Daniel Whelan on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And the Lions more than happy to take over in enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Goff. Forced out to his right. On the move, look, he's got it inside the 10. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Up the gut they go with Gibbs. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions take a 3-possession lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drops to a knee, clock's gonna run unless that defense burns one of its 2 remaining timeouts. So, and with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who, as our second half gets underway. Khalif Raymond to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues. Has a hole left, room to run. There it is, touchdown Detroit! The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions making a 24-point ball game. Fox now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Packers send out their punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. It's taken at midfield. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. We've got a stoppage now. There was a player shaken up on that return, so we'll take a brief break as they tend to him. On first down, it's Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions trying to end this before the final quarter. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Fox now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Out now runs the Packer offense. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that Bryant pass. Here's second down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing off the play fake here. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring out 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. Return starts from the 45. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
At the 46-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. By a man, and now he's in the clear. At the 20. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And you probably will. Coach probably will give him an earful about it as well, but let's not let the missed tackle take away from excellent effort he had on that run.
Yeah, it really was his effort to force that missed tackle. I think that's the key, and open the door for that touchdown. As soon as he slipped that stop, his mind was focused on one thing and one thing only, the end zone.
Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
At their own 24-yard.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Packers start with it trailing. Their postseason in jeopardy. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Love to throw. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing, Love. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions are going to have possession at their own 46.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and how 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Chased out to his right. He's got it inside the 25. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it.
And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. St. Brown there to bring it in. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's not loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You get down in these compacted areas, Kate, and things happen so fast. Those defenders, they fly around the field between the 20s, but you get inside the red zone, and they deliver with some viciousness. And that time the hit knocks the ball free and gives that defense a possession.
The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments. So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. Gibbs will not score, and he's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. One of the tight ends motioning left. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Throwing is gone. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game. He's in for the touchdown. The Lions are running him out of the building. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines. But for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.